welcome back to the channel. We are here at the Classy Cat Tiny, and we're actually on the porch today because it is now finally time to do some staining. So I brought all of the trim pieces out here. The door is still inside, and I'm probably going to try to stain the door inside the house. I don't know how I feel about that, but I know I don't feel like trying to drag it to the porch, so I'm going to stain it inside. And I was looking at the stain itself. It dries in an hour, so we should be able to see how it looks real soon while I'm out here. So I got this old shirt with me that I'm going to cut up into strips so I can just use that to stain some of these pieces and go from there. The stain I'm using is this wood finish solid color stain, premium water base by Minwax. I don't know if you guys can see that. There it is. It's true black. So the trim in the house is going to be black. Ooh. So I don't know if I need to shake this. I'm shaking it because I feel like I need to, but and here's to hoping I don't accidentally stain my porch. I'll be very careful with it though, so I won't like mess up anything. The best results start with medium red. This stuff is already stain ready, so I don't think I need to do any sanding, which would be great. And all of this will be hit with polyacrylic after I'm done. Probably not today, probably later this week, because I'll probably be out here a lot more this week since Christmas break is now a thing for my sister. So let me cut this shirt up and let's get started. I'm very excited to get to this. All right. So, as you guys can see, I have all of my trim pieces out here on the porch. That looks right. I'm going to try not to accidentally stain the backs of these skinny pieces because I do kind of need to be able to identify what piece is what with these. But I'm going to try and get all of these stained properly today and go from there. Ooh. Just what I said. So I still gotta continue staining some of the trim and everything. It's looking good so far. I decided to come inside real quick to do the door so that I would at least get started on one side of the door and it can dry while I finish up the trim, and then I can come in, probably flip the door around, get the other side, so on and so forth. I'm just going to have to be extra careful not to stain the floor because I don't feel like trying to tarp it out, and I've been pretty careful on the porch, so I'm pretty sure I'll be careful on the inside. I gotta stain around the tape, so that's why this hand is free. So I'm going to carefully stain this side, which is the kitchen side. Yeah, I'm going to carefully stain that, and then I'm going to go back to staining the trim. So let's do this. So it is almost 4 o'clock, so I'm about to head out. And I did do a little bit of packing, but I did move some of the pieces inside. Ooh, focus for me, I hope. So I won't get too much of the stuff in the back here, but I did get the top plate, the side trim, one of them, and the extra piece back here. And the door, ooh, it's going to be out of focus, but the door, I still got to finish that bottom plate. I did stain the very top of the door and this side until the bottom. So I got to stain the other side of the door and the handle side, hinge side, whichever side is what. Yeah, handle side on the door. But I think this is dry enough for me to put the stickers, tape back. So I'll do that real quick before I leave. All right. And then I just stained. All right. Focus, dang it. All right. I just stained the other side trim, and I'm going to nail those up next time I come out. And I'll have to do a little bit of wall adjustment after that, but it should be fine. Because after I get it nailed up, I will see how the door fits, try to knock it in the right position for the door. And then, after that, I can finish up the trim, finish up the trim on the door, because I did stain half of it. The other half is still in the box, unstained. So I'll stain that probably the next time I come by. If not tomorrow, I'm not sure yet. So yeah, I am very happy with how these are turning out. These might need a second coat, depending, just to touch up some of the light I'm seeing on it. But otherwise, I think they look great. So I'll probably also hit this one with a second coat again as well, just to make sure that it's the right color, because if you hit it again, it adds a little more stain to it and it makes it darker, which is what I'm going for. So yeah. Okay, so I got all the staining I can get done today in. I think everything looks really good, and I think I made a decent amount of progress on all of my staining. I'll finish staining the trim for the other side. Uh, um, I'll put the trim on the door once I finish staining all of it and whatnot. Nail it in, wood fill it, try to make it pretty and whatnot. Do one more touch up stain. I might bring out my paint brushes for that, or use the foam brushes I have in there, so I don't have to bring out the whole goddamn shirt. And then we'll be putting up the trim pieces and finally fitting the door in, and hopefully I'll be able to hang the door. Like I said before, I'm going to put the hinges on the door first, so that they're out of the way, and then I will balance the door in place with the trim, and then we'll finally be able to hang the door. So very excited about that. I also will have to mark where the hinges meet the trim, so I can use my router to make a little bit of a groove for that in the trim and go for what I know. I also gotta make sure I put the trim on the right way. Well, not trim, but the hinges on the right way. So the door is supposed to open in this way. The hinges have to open up, I believe, like this. Yeah. So I think that's just more stuff for me to figure out in the next one. But that's all the time I have for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. check out my art channel if you're interested in that. I also have a Patreon. Uh, I'm very excited to be finishing up this door project so I can move on to one of my other projects, and I'm thinking either the sofa area or the kitchen. So we'll just have to see. But um, that's all the time I have for today. So I'll see you guys in the next one.